Hello, my beautiful beings. Just a moment of silence. If you're new here, I'm Jennifer Renee, and I assist in understanding realms that we live in, the energy that moves within us, how we can honor the energy within to remove it from a stuck place and allow new to arise within us with conscious decisions to create something new. My business is Within by Jen. Everything that you need is within you. It always has been. The guide, the truth awakening to trusting your intuition, listen to the still small voice within and take action accordingly, because your soul guidance is your path through the scars that you hold, to fill them with your emotional love, your emotional compassion, your grace, your tenderness, the soul's essence and flow of life. And your soul is only going to give you what you are ready for. So when I say this, if you've been in a pattern and you hear the nudge to do something, you might feel a little resistance or friction. I want you to think about that as if you're trying to start a fire, and that resistance that you feel, that energy building that you feel, is the old patterns being removed or being honored, being loved, and dismantling them, and then the opportunity to allow more of you to come to life, meaning, you know what I'm talking about. If you've been feeling inspired to start something new and you feel nervous around it, the nerves are that fire, and it's important that we don't allow ourselves to not do anything versus doing baby steps to start the ball rolling in a healthy, more aligned direction. And I'm just seeing like the ball. Yesterday I had a vision of like we, us, the individual, the singularity. And I delivered a little message yesterday, but my phone, it was outside and I was in the garden, and my phone got too hot after I pushed record, and so it only recorded 6 minutes of it. I'll post what I recorded, because it's still good. It's all good. But the singularity of being at peace, being in the center of everything that you are in your cosmos, anchored fully in, where it's almost as if we are just in peace and in love and in radiance and in abundance, like swimming in it. Or I should say stillness in it, because it doesn't feel like we're swimming anymore. The old system almost made us feel like we were being thrown into the fire or thrown into the ocean, and we were having to like walk through the fire. Where we're like trying to breathe, we're trying not to panic, but we don't know what we're doing, we don't know where we're going, and everybody that you ask is like so glazed over that they have no idea what you're talking about. And so you keep on keeping on, and then there were moments where you feel like you're in the ocean and you're so alone, and you're just learning how to swim, and you never know that you're going to make it to shore or not. And it's like we've made it to shore. We've built, because of all that we were being tested with in the old and moving through the canal of who we are, the portal of who we are in the highest light and resonance, we were also dismantling the barriers and the walls and like washing it away, honoring the emotion that we are, honoring our strength, honoring our bravery, honoring our courage, allowing it to come to life within us. And then because we were taking action while we were removing the old, we were building our new, kind of either realizing it but not actualizing everything into where we are now. And now that we've made it to kind of the common ground, the ground where everyone is abundance and wealth reigns, like the wealth of our well-being, the wealth of who we are, but also the monetary, the wealth, the abundance, the freedom, the financial freedom was just there waiting on us. And it just took us like getting on shore and looking around and being like, it's been here for us. It's ours. And it's our divine birthright. It's been encoded in our DNA. It's been trusted within us. The bank, the vault, the trusted system of the divine blueprints, the divine codex of who we are, who we were designed and created to be here on earth. And I know that there are a lot of storylines saying that you need to have a physical death to receive this. And that is so far from the truth, because we're living it, we're breathing it, we are it now. And yes, it does take work. It does take going into the darkness of you, going into the cosmos of all that you are and honoring those spaces. But it is about integrity. It is about truth. And it's about being seen, the versions of us that want to be seen, that are crying out to be seen. But because more than likely we went through something where we're afraid to see that version of us because fear kind of gets in the way, where we just turn on the light to fear and say, you know what, I don't want you guiding my path anymore. And I'm going to choose to just turn on all the lights and see myself whole and complete, see myself with love and reverence, see myself with honor, with dignity, with courage, and with the fullest integrity of the truest source codes that we are. The sacred rose of the Holy Grail. Remembrance key that unlocks your destiny. The living light embodied in the now. The bridge is built. We thank you. For those of you who took heed and answered the call and stayed dedicated to this mission, we now, fully embodied, honoring everything that we are, no longer afraid to live fully and freely. We honor all paths. Because all paths ultimately lead the way back to the soul's remembrance, the soul's awakening, the soul's truth. Our life and lived experiences are the testimony to that. For some, we must feel. We must feel. The feeling brings us back to life. Listening, we hear the internal voice speak. And it is because we have been through what we have been through that we understand on the deepest level with compassion the pain body. We have honored the pain body. We have loved the pain body. And we have separated, not in a sense of separation, but in a sense of, I honor all emotion within my body because I am that I am. There is not one emotion that we don't feel, no matter how small or how big. We have felt the emotion through our experiences to bring them to light, to then be able to hold more compassion and more love around the emotion and what people sometimes, most of the time, unknowingly act out on the emotion without the conscious awareness that they could potentially be putting themselves in more cycles of suffering. We hold compassion around that. We trust in life. We dance with life. I saw an image. The image was like black and white, and then both versions of ourselves, the light, the dark, kind of shaking hands. And it was almost like I could see them merge, but becoming one with nothing but the soul's truest and highest light leading the way, no longer having any of our emotions lead the way, if that makes sense. A lot of times, if you pay attention to what's going on in your waking world, you act out on a certain emotion, and that emotion is what is propelling you forward. And you're working with that emotion, and that's a beautiful blessing because you're learning, if you're aware, you're learning more about that emotion until you're done with that emotion. I'm done playing with this emotion. And you will learn lessons through it. And then you choose a new emotion. A sacred blessing for our highest and best good and the highest good of all through the divine will of Mother, Father, God. Let me move closer to you. Moatiana korakia mataka ktrisi na koratia makaroayana asinte kun moayana anamakurati sina alakrotia makarakati Akiamo korakarasina koayana la yanamokoata asiti aukuramoya Akaratatisiana, ayanoa kanayaya, ayastuno wakamanakiana, ayatusu, ayatusu, ayatusu. Ayana kwa makaranisia, ayakana umaya kurata kamina, ayakara kurotisina, ayakano poko ya, yetikata ostanaya, ayakano moko stiti, ayanaya. 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 Thank you for receiving this divine transmission. It is an honor and a glory and a praise and a humbling experience to be here and to be of service in this way, to be fully embodied, to be just as I am, and to love everything that we are and everything that we bring and everything that our being alive does for the collective truly is an honor and a blessing. I'm Jennifer Renee. This is Within by Jen. It's within each and every one of us. It always, always has been. I have decided to move forward with a Patreon account. So you can subscribe to Within by Jen on Patreon, and I will be uploading some transmissions. There will be levels that you can, levels that you can choose according to where you are on your financial playing field. And I will still be delivering them here on YouTube for free. So if you would like to be a part of that community, it would be wonderful to have you there. Also, thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments here on this space, because it does help get these messages to more people who are maybe battling who they really are, struggling to, when I say make ends meet, I mean the ends of who we are, the polarizations of who we are, bringing them back to one, bringing them back to harmony and coherence within the divine vessel, honoring all that is within our divine vessel. And yeah, I just thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments. If you feel called, please join the Patreon. It would be wonderful to have your support there. And if you would like to support, I will leave the links below. It is because of your donations, your love, your support that I can and am able to continue delivering these transmissions for free. If you would like to check out my artwork, you can see this piece behind us and that piece right there. You can check out my website, withinbyjen.com. I love you. I hope you have a blessed and beautiful day, and I will see you all in the next video.